You were in post-production for the Eternals basically at the same time that you were editing Nomadland, and I'm just so curious if that just made you reflect on those different projects in a way where you're editing Nomadland and looking at these long Lawrence of Arabia, beautiful shots with all this space and silence, and then it's like, like I don't even know what the Eternals would be like. And if having those two happen at the same time, did it change either one in a way in that post-production, just because those are such different projects, but there's probably a Chloe Zhao through line still through your work, no matter what project you're working on?
I just got so lucky with the two teams I worked with, and it felt, I feel very fortunate through some of the most difficult times. I got to wake up in the morning and I get excited to go to work, and then get excited to be with the people I'm working with. There's definitely a little bit of through line in these films, and there's a couple of things you will see once you see Eternals, you go, I'm not gonna say what they are.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I'm like getting nervous that there's a sniper right outside of your window if you say something about Marvel.
No, it's good. I think there's a little bit more homage to the things I've done before in Eternals, and just November. Almost.
November.
I can't wait.
For anybody who doesn't know, the Eternals is a Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Eternals it's based on the comic books. They are these sort of humanoid superheroes, the protectors of Earth. Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden, Kit Harington. I know, Chloe, you can't really say much about it and don't want to, but do you think there's any person in it or character in it that's really going to surprise everybody?
Oh, it's like asking me to pick which babies I want to tell you that did a good job.
Yes, which baby?
Well,
which baby?
I do think, this is so boring, you're going to roll your eyes, but I think Marvel I think this film is I think they took a big risk with this one. I think they're going to surprise you. I hope so.
I like that. I like that Marvel surprises us and that they let you have ownership. You know, I think that's why it's great.
It's really I sometimes I feel like I have to sometimes emphasize they really give me creative freedom, but also have to make people remember it really takes a village. I work with some of the most talented people there is, and they really held my hand through it. But at the same time, I have to emphasize they did give me a lot of creative freedom. Yeah, it's a hard one to talk about because I don't want to just be like, it's me, my vision. It's really a teamwork. Nomadland and Eternals. It takes a village to raise a little film baby.
Did you get to do a lot of practical effects, or was there green screen too, like you out of your comfort zone, just having to imagine what sometimes things would look like versus, getting to use natural light and all these things that we know you for? Were those things that you didn't necessarily have to sacrifice, but just imagine a different realm for just what a large production the Eternals would be?
I think this is where Marvel really took the risk that we knew we wanted to shoot on locations. Because by shooting wide-angle lenses on location, it's going to affect how you do visual effects. It's going to affect how you do the action. There's a lot that will feel and look differently. And I love also we shot mostly on location, but I love being on the stage, learning about the technology, because I grew up with manga. I always imagine, I want to be a manga artist. So for me, I always imagine stuff that doesn't exist.